What is up, YouTube? Are you constantly on the fence on whether you're going to do intermittent fasting or not, or whether you want to do it, or what are the myths, what are the facts? Today, we will be going over all of it. I'm going to give you 5 myths and facts geared toward intermittent fasting because I've gotten a lot of question over the years about intermittent fasting. I've had clients do it. I've actually never done it myself, so stick around to the end of the video. I got a little bit of cool planning to give you guys. But first, the health benefits of intermittent fasting. So when it comes to the health benefits, half of them are real facts, half of them are indirect benefits of intermittent fasting, but they're not actually benefits from intermittent fasting. So we have one of the first health benefits is improved insulin sensitivity. And so what that is your body's ability to process the carbs that you take in. So because you are limiting yourself to a specific window of eating, your body gets used to and better at digesting and using those carbs, right? When it comes to intermittent fasting also, there are multiple ways to do it. So some people fast for days. Some people fast for 2 days, it just depends. I'd say if you're trying to go to the gym and you're just doing it for like a lifestyle purpose, I would do the 16 to 8. So you fast for 16 hours, you eat in an 8-hour window. That allows you to get all the amount of food that you need in there. Number 2, fact or myth. This is one of those indirects. So it's intermittent fasting equals easier fat loss. And that's not always true because fat loss is calories in, calories out, right? So whether you are intermittent fasting or not, if you take in less calories, you're going to lose fat, right? But the indirect is most people that intermittent fast do it wrong, in my opinion. They use intermittent fasting as a means to starve themselves or eat less food, right? Which is good. You should be eating less food, but the fat loss doesn't come from the intermittent fasting. It comes from you eating less calories, which is an indirect of intermittent fasting. But really what you should be doing with intermittent fasting is taking the amount of calories you would typically eat in a full day in a calorie deficit and just breaking it up to where you can eat them in that 8-hour window. So number 3, intermittent fasting may support autophagy. Autophagy? I'm going to butcher that name really bad, okay? That was horrible, but you got to give me some props for at least trying. Which is essentially like the method, or like scientific terms, it's how you clean up your cells, like damaged cells. But when it comes to that is typically something seen as a benefit in fasting of 24 hours or more. So if you're doing that 16 to 8 window, you're not going to typically get that. And a lot of that scientific research has been done on animals, not on people. So take that with what you will, but that's one of those big things that people try to say, like, oh, well, when you fast, it helps like rebuild damaged cells. And it's not completely true, at least with humans anyway. Number 4, and this one is a fact actually, and it is better heart health. So intermittent fasting can help with cholesterol, blood pressure. It can help with your triglycerides as well. It just helps because the way you are limiting yourself to how often you're eating just makes it easier for your body to be able to know, okay, hey, I need to be prepared to digest this food in this window rather than it just being spread out randomly throughout the day. Number 5, mental clarity. So not all, but some people say they feel improved mental clarity. Some of the time it's from stable blood sugar because you're eating in a specific window, and then others, it could be tied to not having to constantly digest food. So when your body's not having to digest food all day long, 24/7, it can kind of put forth effort into other things. And so when your body knows, hey, I have this 8-hour window every day I need to digest, it kind of like adapts to that, right? Now let's talk about the super overhyped kind of things you see online about intermittent fasting, right? So number 1 is you have to intermittent fast if you want to melt fat. Obviously, that's a myth. calories in, calories out. So that's number one. Number two, overhyped, is that it boosts metabolism. Now, it doesn't necessarily boost metabolism because it doesn't, like, again, it's calories in, calories out. But no matter if you're eating more food or less food, right? Peep the motorcycle driving by. I'm outside my house in my neighborhood. Regardless, you're still going to have to metabolize the same amount of food if done correctly. Because this is where I feel like this is where a lot of people get it wrong, is they go, intermittent fasting is an excuse to starve myself, because as long as I intermittent fast, I'm going to burn fat, right? That's kind of like the misconception, and that's not true. Intermittent fasting is not a diet itself. It is a methodology of dieting. So this is the part of the video where I'm about to give you guys a little bit of basis for what I'm about to do. I have never intermittent fasting before, right? Never done it. I've had people do it. I've never experienced it myself. So what I am going to do for you guys is I am going to take the next 90 days and I'm going to intermittent fast. Today is actually day number 1. I'm going to intermittent fast on a 16-hour fast, 8-hour window. Okay, I'm gonna do it for 90 days and I'm gonna document it. So I'm gonna do an in-body. I did an in-body yesterday. Okay, it's gonna give me my body fat percentage, my lean muscle mass, a bunch of cool stuff. And every month for the next 3 months, I'm going to do a new in-body. And every 2 weeks, I'm gonna do like an update video for you guys, telling you how I feel, you know, the differences I've made, kind of like check-ins, like, hey, this is what my experience with intermittent fasting is going so far. And we're gonna hit some of the talking points. Am I getting better mental clarity? Do I feel like it's even worth intermittent fasting? Do I feel like I'm losing more? What is my weight actually doing? Like all these credentials, and we're gonna go through it together and experience it together. And I'm just gonna be the lab rat for it, okay? I think it's gonna be something cool. Like I said, I've never intermittent fasted before, but this will give you guys like a real life example of what it would look like to intermittent fast for 90 days and do it to the best of my ability. And what I, and a lot of people in science would say is the right way. So the idea of intermittent fasting is not to starve yourself. It is not to binge eat for that 8-hour window. What you should do is take your normal amount of food and meals and put it into it, shove it into an 8-hour window, right? So typically I would eat starting at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I would eat all throughout the day, taking a certain amount of calories, certain amount of protein, certain amount of carbs, fats, right? But instead what I'm going to do is I am just going to take all those meals and shove them into an 8-hour window. So I wake up at 5 a.m. for work at 6. I'm going to fast from 8 o'clock at night all the way until 12 o'clock or 7 o'clock at night, I'm sorry, all the way until 11 o'clock the next day. So I'm going to wake up at 5, I'm going to fast all the way till 11. I'll have my first meal at 11 a.m. That'll be like my breakfast kind of. And then I will have my first meal with carbs probably, which will be my pre-workout meal. I'll have that at around 1 o'clock. I'll work out, I'll have my post-workout meal, which will be probably around 3:30. 5 o'clock, 5:30, I'll have one more meal, so that'll be 3. And then I'll have my last meal right before my fast at 7. So I'll get a total of 5 meals in, right? So now what I have to do is I have to break my daily amount of calories, proteins, carbs, and fats into 5 meals and then shove them into that 8-hour window. This way I'm still getting the amount of protein I need, right? Excuse the motorcycle driving by again. It's really nice outside today, so it doesn't surprise me that people are outside riding motorcycles. I'm still gonna get my daily amount of protein in. I'm still gonna be in a calorie deficit. I'm still gonna get my carbs. I'm still gonna get my fats. I'm not binging on anything unhealthy. I'm not starving myself. I'm making sure that I'm still getting everything I need in a day. I'm just putting it in that 8-hour window. So going forward, every 2 weeks, I'm going to do an update for you guys. We'll make it a little bit of a series. If you made it this far in the video, you know, go ahead and give me a like, because I'm about to put myself through intermittent fasting for myself, but also for you guys too. And if you have any tips and tricks for intermittent fasting, or if you have any questions about it, or just ideas for other type of, you know, dieting methodologies that you'd like to see, go ahead and comment down below. Other than that, guys, I appreciate your time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next couple months of intermittent fasting and really getting to see what it does and my experience with it personally. And other than that, though, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.